Hey everybody, welcome back to the Old Swedes Farm. It's Rich. You know what, the big question everybody asks, how do I keep my girls warm in the winter? It's the $1 million question. Should I put a heater out? What should I do? I'm gonna show you our original coop. I'm gonna show you what we've got now, and I'm gonna talk about what we do or what we don't do. First off, our original coop, if you've been with us for a while, we've had chickens for years. That's our original coop and our original run. 14 by 18 foot run. There's an 8 foot by 8 foot coop inside, plywood coop. Now it's all made, let me open the door here. It's all made with hardware cloth, 1/2 inch hardware cloth. It breathes, obviously, it breathes. What did I do up in the coop itself? There's ventilation on the top. The top, I think that's 6 inches, and it's all hardware cloth. It's wide open. If it's 20 below outside, it's 20 below in the coop. The one thing I did do out here, the opening on this side has been closed off with some plastic. And the only reason I did that is because of a construction miscalculation. I didn't make the roof far enough out to protect it from the elements. If it snows hard, it's gonna snow in the coop. I didn't want all that snow blowing into the coop, so I did close that off. Other than that, this thing is wide open. One thing we did do on this side, which is the west side and the north side, I did put a piece of plywood on both sides here on the corner. Just on the one corner here, that's our predominant winds. And that kept a lot of blowing snow and wind out of the coop, helped protect them. Otherwise, we were gonna put plastic on it, and it made a whole bunch of racket. The girls hated it, and they yelled. They just hated it. So we took that down. Otherwise, we left it wide open. The girls are fine. The hens that we have are varieties that can handle, they're cold tolerant. They've got heavy feathers, they've got big fluffy down jackets underneath, those fluffy bums we kind of joke about. And they don't mind coming out. Let me show you. Here's our girls today, some of them. They're out, made a little trail. They'll come out and walk around. I've got a little patio that we've made out of straw just to give them a little area where they don't have to walk on the snow. And the bale of hay, it's getting ready for the next round. If it snows again, then the bale's out here. We'll just be able to open that bale up and let them in. Otherwise, let me just turn you around again. The big barn door. Just like in the summer, in the morning, about 8 a.m., I come out and open it wide open. This is how it is all winter. If it is a 30-mile-an-hour wind and it's snowing and the snow's blowing in, I do close it, other than a little bit. Still let fresh air in, but only when there's moisture coming in do I shut it. Otherwise, every day of the year, it's wide open. Ventilation, ventilation, ventilation. There are people that are wrapping their coop in plastic, just so tight to keep the warm air in. That plastic, I don't think keeps much heat in. What it does keep in is moisture, and that's your enemy. If these girls have moisture on them, especially on their comb, one thing, you've got respiratory issues. The other is you got a chance for frostbite. Moisture equals frostbite. I'd rather they have cool air around them than cool, moist air. So don't wrap your coop. Don't do that. As far as heat goes, our girls, let me show you how they're handling it during the day. They've kind of got the buddy system. You can see there's a group of them kind of hanging out in the corner, like the ones outside. They've got their stuff fluffed up. Even the way she's standing, she's fluffed up. She's got that layer of air in her. Let me show you these guys. Here, I'll show you one thing. I'm going to come back tonight and show you, but See this girl here? Oh, I'll show you tonight something they're doing. But during the winter, they're hanging out inside more. They're hanging out together. They're up on the roost. They're kind of relaxing. They're fluffing and just sitting. We do bring out things for them to do. You know, a bale of hay will break up. We'll bring them a ball to run around with. We'll bring out something to scatter around and let them kind of clean it up. Also, one thing, come here, what do you got on you? I've got a chicken with a big piece of string tied to her. I don't know how she did that. Nutrition. We give them the same nutrition that we do during the summer. The one thing we do is we give them, on the cold days, we'll give them corn. Corn on a cold day inside them, as it's breaking down, it's giving off heat internally. So that's a good thing. We're getting mealworms and giving them some higher protein. Otherwise, it's life as usual. One thing in here I've shown before, but I've got 6 floodlights up on the roof, up on the ceiling, pointed down. They're on from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Those floodlights kind of simulate the light they get in the summer, and our egg production so far hasn't dropped. We were getting about 49 eggs every day. We're getting about 46 right now. I guess I can comment more on that in the dead of winter, whether this group keeps producing. But we're very much of the opinion, open, good ventilation, let the temperature be what the temperature's gonna be. I'm not gonna get a heater in here. The power goes out, our girls are so dependent on the heat, it's not good for them. So I'm not doing heat, I'm not adding anything other than treats, some straw, and letting them be. Now I'm gonna come back tonight, let me come back tonight and show you a little strategy that the girls have employed, independent of us obviously, but something that the young girls have taught the old ladies about staying warm. It's pretty interesting. So our girls never did it before and now they're doing it. So spin you around here. Our little girl's out enjoying some sunshine on a cold, cold day, but I'll come back tonight and show you what they're doing to stay warm. Hey everybody, we're trying to be quiet. It is it's evening, the lights are about to shut off, and it is, I don't know if you can see the breath coming out, but it's probably about 5 above. The girls are settled in, most of them. I've kind of stirred them up a little bit, but I wanted to show you that girl right there. I don't know if you saw that, but see her head all tucked in there? The young girls have come and decided that that's the way you sleep during cold weather. You tuck your head in, and here's another one. Up on the, see the gray there? Oh, now her head came out. That's the way to do it. You tuck your head in, and if I look in here late at night, everybody, old gals that never did it before, are now tucking their head in. So the only thing sticking out is a little piece of their comb, and it's all our breeds. So kind of funny. I don't know who invented it here, but they passed it on. The other thing they're doing, let me bring you inside here. See how everybody's on the roost, and they are tucked right next to each other. They're all fluffed up. Multiple layers. That second bar, roosting bar, will be completely full before the night's up. As soon as the lights go off, that'll be packed. But was there 4? There's 9 up there on the top. They'll get maybe one more up there, but they're all fluffed. They're all packed next to each other, snuggling up. And see the one, oh, she just pulled her head out. The one on the lower rung there. This one She's already got her head tucked in. Just a ball of feathers. Anyways, this is how chickens stay warm. When they're not moving around during the day, on a cold night, they're gonna snuggle up next to each other. I've even seen it one time where a girl had her wings out and it was over a couple of the other ones. So they snuggle up, they fluff their feathers, and snuggle to stay warm. So snuggling's good, but everybody else, you know, they snuggle close, fluff the feathers, tuck their head, and they're completely covered. It's amazing. I'll bring you over here. Everybody's got their head fluffed, their head tucked in. They're just snuggling together and got their head tucked in, but they're snuggled right next to each other. They are so close. Late at night, as soon as these lights go off, everybody will really settle in, but really get close to each other. So anyways, just wanted to kind of show you around. If you're thinking that you need to have a heater, all this stuff, no. Just make sure there's not a big breeze on them. Give them a good roosting area where they can sit and snuggle next to each other. Hopefully your girls are going to do what ours are doing and put their head under their feathers, and they're completely warm. So I wanted to share that with you. If you've got other things that you've seen work, let me know. Love to hear them. But our girls, through a Minnesota winter, they seem to be happy. So I'm going to go inside where it's warm for me and let the girls sleep. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. Share us. If you're not a subscriber, jump on board. We'd love to have you. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Take care.